Your voice has become atmospheric. It is the hum of the refrigerator, the distant drone of traffic, the rustle of leaves against the glass. They hear the frequency, but they no longer decode the signal. You have committed the ultimate tactical error in the economy of influence. You have flooded the market with unbacked currency. When you speak too often, too loudly, or with too much emotional desperation, your words lose their gold standard. They become paper, floating in the wind, ignored by those who should be governed by them. To regain the weight of your words, you must first embrace the terrifying power of the void. You must stop the leak. You must go silent. Realize that a command that is ignored is a wound to your authority. Every time you repeat yourself, you are announcing your own bankruptcy. The Iron Matriarch does not repeat herself. She speaks once, with the density of a collapsing star, and then she lets the silence do the work of enforcement. Invisibility is a cloak, but silence is a weapon. It is time to sharpen the blade. The biological reality of the human brain is that it is designed to filter out the constant. If the alarm rings forever, the brain stops hearing the alarm. You have become a constant. You have made yourself too available, too predictable, and too vocal. Their auditory cortex has categorized your guidance as background noise to be suppressed so they can focus on their own trivial desires. This is a survival mechanism of the ungrateful. To breach this defense, you do not increase the volume, you change the frequency. You shift from the horizontal plane of constant chatter to the vertical plane of the strategic strike. Think of the predator in the tall grass. It does not growl to announce its presence. It is a shadow of absolute silence until the moment of the strike. Your words must become that strike. They must be rare, they must be heavy, and they must be final. When you speak, the room must feel the sudden shift in atmospheric pressure. This is not about anger. It is about the reestablishment of your vocal gravity. The first stage of recovery is the absolute cessation of unnecessary noise. Stop narrating your life. Stop explaining your reasons. Stop pleading for cooperation. If the table is not cleared, do not ask a third time. Simply remove the table from the equation. If the duty is not performed, let the consequences land with the cold weight of a falling hammer. When they realize the machine has stopped working because the operator has gone silent, they will look for the source of the stillness. That is the moment your words regain their value. Silence is the vacuum that draws their attention back to the center. It creates a hunger for your direction. A woman who speaks little is a woman who is perceived to know much. You are reclaiming your mystery. You are rebuilding the wall between your intent and their casual disregard. In the silence, your dignity mends itself. You are no longer a beggar for their attention. You are the source of the order they have taken for granted. Consider the physics of the word. A word is a vessel for your will. If the vessel is empty, it floats away. To fill your words with weight, you must back them with the threat of your absence and the reality of your resolve. When you speak, look through them, not at them. Let your voice come from the center of your diaphragm, cold and resonant. Do not use the rising intonation of a question. A command is a period, not a question mark. You are the architect of this fortress, and an architect does not ask the bricks if they would like to be part of the wall. Your vocalization is the sonic blueprint of the reality you are imposing. If they try to interrupt, do not stop. Continue your sentence with the unyielding momentum of a freight train. You are not participating in a conversation. You are issuing a decree. The moment you negotiate the terms of your own command, you have lost the war of the voice. The economy of care requires a hard audit of your vocal output. Most of what you say is emotional labor that they consume without paying the price. Stop gifting them your insights. Stop offering them your wisdom as if it were free. Wisdom is a high-priced commodity. If they want to hear what you think, they must first demonstrate the capacity to listen. Create a gate. Establish a toll. If they are disrespectful, the gate closes. The silence of the matriarch is not a sulk. It is a clinical withdrawal of service. You are the utility company of their souls, and they are behind on their payments. Cut the power. Let them sit in the dark until they remember who keeps the lights on. Your voice is the light. Do not let them treat it like a cheap candle they can blow out whenever they feel inconvenienced. In the hallways of your home, let your footsteps be the only sound they hear for a while. Let the rhythm of your movement communicate a sense of purpose that does not require their validation. When they eventually approach you, confused by the new vacuum in the air, do not fill it immediately. Let the silence stretch until it becomes uncomfortable. Let them speak first. Force them to fill the void. When you finally respond, use the minimum number of syllables required. Every word saved is an ounce of power earned. You are training their ears to catch the gold you drop, rather than letting them drown in the sand of your previous chatter. This is the recalibration of the domestic hierarchy. It is the restoration of the weight of the matriarch. You are no longer the ghost in the hallway. You are the silent warden, and every word you choose to utter is now a precious resource. Teach the young that a voice is a reflection of the soul's density. If the soul is light and scattered, the voice is a squeak. If the soul is heavy and focused, the voice is a bell. Show them through your unyielding example that silence is not emptiness. It is a reservoir of power. A leader who cannot master her own tongue can never master a household. By reclaiming your voice from the realm of white noise, you are giving them a template for their own future sovereignty. You are showing them that respect is not something you beg for. It is something you command through the strategic management of your presence. If they look at you and see a wall of quiet resolve, they will eventually learn to listen for the cracks in that wall where the truth comes out. You are the teacher of the ultimate discipline, the discipline of the meaningful word. As the weeks pass, you will notice the atmosphere shifting. The volume of the house will lower to match yours. The chaos will subside to hear the signal. They will start to watch your face for cues. They will start to anticipate the few words you choose to speak. This is the return of the gold standard. You have successfully deflated the market of noise and replaced it with a currency of substance. Your voice is no longer background music. It is the fundamental frequency of the home. When you say enough, the world stops. When you say now, the world moves. This is the power you were born to exert. But you had lost it in the pursuit of being heard. You realized that to be heard, you first had to be missed. The ghost has become the master again, not through volume, but through the terrifying integrity of her silence. Loneliness will accompany this transition. When you stop the chatter, you lose the shallow warmth of the constant connection. You must be prepared for this. The Iron Matriarch does not fear the cold of the summit. She knows that the price of respect is a certain degree of distance. You are not one of the children. You are the authority. You are not a peer. You are the provider. Accept the solitude that comes with a weighted voice. It is the sterile environment where your commands are forged. In the quiet of your own mind, you will find a clarity that was impossible when you were drowning in your own words. You will find that you have more to say to yourself than you ever had to say to them. Your internal monologue is the only one that truly requires your full attention. In the final reckoning, stand in the center of your clean, orderly kitchen and speak a single word to yourself. Hear the weight of it. Feel the way it occupies the space. This is your true voice. It is a voice that does not need to be repeated. It is a voice that is backed by the full force of your character. You have moved from the realm of the atmospheric to the realm of the tectonic. You are no longer the weather. You are the earth. The perimeter is secure. The noise has been purged. The signal is clear. You are the Iron Matriarch, and when you speak, the universe listens. The audit is complete. The weight is restored. The house is silent. And in that silence, you are the absolute law. Every breath you take is a statement of intent. Every moment of stillness is a fortification. You have reclaimed the most valuable territory of all, the space between your lips and their ears. Use it with the cold, calculated precision of a master. The era of the white noise is over. The era of the word has begun. The sunset will find you in a state of quiet triumph. The family may not understand the process, but they will obey the result. They will feel the gravity of your presence in every room. They will walk softly around your silence. This is the peace of the fortress. It is not the peace of the graveyard, but the peace of the well-regulated machine. You have done your duty. You have protected the spirit from the inflation of the trivial. You have restored the dignity of the matriarch. Now let the night come. You do not need to say goodnight to be known. Your presence is the benediction. Your silence is the seal. The work is done. The world is in order. You are sovereign, and your voice is finally, truly yours alone.